It's time for Jay and I in Joy News Interactive, and it's that time when we put out all the stories that are making the headlines, well, most of the stories that are making the headlines, and seek your views on that. And Aisha, the lovely Aisha, is joining me. Aisha, aren't you so happy? It's just 2 days to Christmas.
Very happy. You just have no idea.
I'm happy because I'll have a little break, but I'll still be working.
Goodness. I'll still be working, but there'll be at least some small
exactly.
So chill.
Any special,
But let me say, you're looking
Christmas.
very good in your new hair. I'm sure I'm not the only one who has said this. It fits you. I mean, it's super. All right. And you know how to join the interactive segment. Araba just let it out. We are so happy that at least we'll get some small break. So if you're happy for us, join in this fun. It's on facebook.com/joynewsontv. On Twitter, it's on Joy News on TV. Let's have some fun on the interactive segment. Now, the Ghana Police Service has instituted robust measures to fight the importation of firecrackers, popularly known as knockouts. The police say the product distracts public peace during Christmas, adding this measure is meant to ensure public safety. Question: would you feel Christmas is incomplete without firecrackers?
For me, I'm not into that. I don't like those things. But when people do it, it's nice. Yeah. So without it, we can't. I don't think we can celebrate Christmas.
I'm not sure it will be because we've been born with it, and the upcoming generation also needs to know about it. So without firecrackers, even though they say Christmas is about Christ, but without firecrackers, there's no Christmas.
Yeah, I think so. It's like a fun. It's fun. We do it for fun. Yeah. So without that, you will not be okay. As soon as it does the pull, we are even happy when it does that. But when town is like quiet, we won't be okay. We as for New Town there, we like noise. We make a lot of noise. So when the place is very quiet, we don't like it at all. We want that pull, the sound. It's very okay. It's nice.
I think the knockout sometimes it disturbs a lot, and we have heard that the police are report that we should stop it. You understand? So to me, if they stop it, it will be okay. Yeah. So they should stop it. Yeah. So
no, Christmas will not be complete without knockouts. There should be knockouts because that's what raises the excitement about Christmas. You know, when it's getting closer to Christmas, that is when we have knockouts coming in. So immediately we hear that or we see it, we realize that, yeah, there's Christmas coming up. So Christmas cannot be without firecrackers.
So, do you also do knockouts and popo and stuff like that?
You know what the people were saying? That, I mean, when you hear them or you see them in the sky, yeah, it reminds you of Christmas. But when you don't see them, you don't really think about it. So, I mean,
Christmas
it's a two-edged thing, yeah.
Well,
even though it's been banned, when you see them around and you see them, lighting up the sky,
I think that the attitude
makes it exciting.
Has made the police come up with this because if they do it with caution, I don't think the police will do that. But sometimes they do it anyhow.
Exactly.
Sometimes it can even hurt someone, and that's why the police is doing this. But hey, I think Christmas is still Christmas without crackers, right? So let's check what people are saying on Facebook. Araba.
Well, Kwesi Boating Aipa says, how can you celebrate Christmas without noise? Why? Are we in the cemetery? There's a lot of work for the police to be done, so they should stop chasing after unproductive things. Oh, really, Kwesi?
It's for your own safety.
Exactly. Elias Suhari Natamale writes, I wish they banned that thing completely. Some of the firecrackers sounds so loud that it breaks your heart sometimes. And it's also likely to cause accidents through shooting on air when there are electricity wires. The police have my backing on this one. And Shatter 7 says
backing.
Shatter 7 says if they are putting an embargo on it due to public peace, then I don't think it is necessary. It should be stopped for negligence to cause fire. I think he backs the ban on the firecrackers. Ernest Leo says when these goods are already selling hot, please, they should spare us the moment to rest our hopes on when it will rain next. And then Ishmael Halil writes, repetition of old stories, big joke of the century. Which measures? Talking is different from doing. That must be understood. Well, Barima Preko, Nana Kofi Juru says, so firecrackers are their topmost priority now. Oh God, where have we gone wrong?
Dankwa James says, ha ha ha, funny people, they have been in the system since early November and sales have been good for them. Why? PSA Bennett Jumon says, oh yes, how can we celebrate Christmas without firecrackers? The police should stop. And Prince Nuruddin Baumia says, celebrating Xmas without firecrackers is totally incomplete. Kweku JC Dugan says, there should be a better reason than this, please, because no knockout, no Xmas. And those are some of your comments on Facebook. Also, earlier this week, there were calls from some chiefs for the Gbese Manche to abdicate his still in fulfillment of a promise he made to do so if the NDC does not win the presidential elections. Today, the Gbese youth and a group claiming to be the legitimate kingmakers in the Greater Accra region condemned this act, adding the Gbese Manche's comment has been misconstrued. So let's listen to the chief once more. All right, so we'll get the chief's comments, and so as we're listening to it, we'll have to find out how we put an end to this war of words, explanations and counter explanations. How do we end it?
If you cannot fulfill a promise, then don't make it. Because he said if Nanado should win, he will step down. That is a promise he has made to himself. So if he cannot fulfill that promise, he should not make it. To me, that's the only thing you can stop this thing. And the youth should also not indulge in such things because they don't know the mindset or the brain behind which he used to say that. So if it is something that you cannot fulfill, then don't make it. But once he has made the promise, then he should go by it. I don't blame the other chiefs who are saying they've given him 7 days to step down. They have the power, they have the mandate. The youth, they are just the voice. They are just voice. But those with the power are saying they've given him 7 days. So if it is time for him and they are saying he should step down, then there's nothing that he can do about it.
I would say that to cut everything, he said it out of pressure, you know, because it was during a time of politics and all the kind of thing. And other people are talking their mind, they are sharing their views. So out of pressure, he also made that statement. You see, he's a human being. We all make mistakes. You see, but here like the case, what he said have bounced back to him. So if you ask me, I would just say that he should come out, apologize, so that we sort everything and move on, so that peace will prevail. Okay. Yeah.
I am seeing it as he is refusing to come out because of his ego and his pride. He felt big when he said it. As I said earlier on, he knew the mindset, or he knew what was in his mind before he said it. But as my brother has said, he should just come out and apologize. He doesn't want to accept that, yes, I have made a mistake. I came out to make a wrong statement or something, so I am sorry for it. The youth or the nation should forgive me. But
all right, so interesting comments from the streets of Accra. Let's check out what you've been saying on Facebook. Araba, let's start with you.
Okay, so Tiana Smart AJ Boating writes, it's so shameless. A chief who spits on the floor and goes back to lick it. All he had to do was just apologize. Sheikh Mashoud Garu writes, the words were clear without ambiguity. He said if President Mahama didn't win, he will abdicate his stool. So he should respect himself and go. So that's your opinion, Sheikh. Ben Bella Ame writes, best Gbese Manche we ever had. So he has a different opinion. He says he's the best Gbese Manche we've ever had. Too bad MPP doomsayers and naysayers fought so hard against him. The epitome of class and distinction, but well balanced with humility and simplicity, a harmony not always successfully attained by most chiefs. Yes, Nia Ibonte is an example we ought to look up, and that is Ben Bella.
For a moment, I thought you were reciting a poem.
Exactly. That is his opinion. I'm sure a lot of people will disagree with. But Nambe Patrick writes, I suggest Nia Ibonte being pardoned for his earlier comments despite calling for his own abdication should the NDC lose the election, which they did. I believe he made those remarks in the heat of political tension. However, this should be a caution to all chiefs nationwide. They shouldn't partake nor engage in open politics as the Constitution advises. They must be vigilant whenever it comes to accepting gifts from politicians, since they definitely will be bonded in voicing out things in order to please them. So let's also be mindful of what we voice out, since people are likely to judge us based on what we've said in the past. God bless our homeland, Ghana. And I think that's very well said.
Very, very well said. Black Chairs says, who cares about what they say, whether they distort him or not? Shame on him. Odisha Saito Plasum says, is a lesson to the rest of the chiefs within the country. They should stay away from political matters. Boating Kenneth Dankwa says, chiefs, don't step down. Just apologize to your people. And Ernest Leo says, this recklessness will not happen in the Ashanti or Gonja land. Chia and Ernest Leo is saying that. Mohamed Adam Nendo says, how should people be supporting this chief? Do you know the meaning of a promise? And those are some of the comments on Facebook. Finally, I know most of you are counting the days to Christmas, but as we approach Christmas Eve tomorrow, I need you to share with me what your plans are for this Christmas holidays. I hope that's not too much to ask.
It's not yet about the Christmas, but we are still on it. So it's about like we want money to celebrate the Xmas, go to church, because it's been a long time. God has done so many things in my life, so I have to go and thank God for what He has done in my life.
I have family, so I only stay in the house with family and friends. Just get some food, cook and eat. After that, go to church, give praises to God for giving us life throughout the year. And that's all, because there's nothing we can do again about life, because throughout the year there are situations happening at different places, but we are able to get to the life, and we are happy for that. So we have to go to church and just give thanks to God.
It's all about we just having fun, then maybe going to shows and watching things, like entertaining ourselves. That's how we are going to celebrate it.
Christmas this year, I have only one day out of the whole holiday, so for me Christmas is not really Christmas. The Sunday I go to church, Monday I go back to work.
Maybe we'll be having a party. Normally I don't go for party, but as for this time, we are going for a party.
I'll be happy. Say another year come meet me, so I'll go happy. Oh, I'll go to church tomorrow. You understand? After the church, I'll come back and stay with my mommy. So anything where we cook a rice and chicken, all the things, drinks. We'll be happy.
All right, so people have high expectations for their Christmas.
I'm sure you have expectations as well for the Christmas.
Celebrate Christmas.
Oh yes. I mean, for the holidays, it's a holiday.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a time for family. So
but
a lot
I
of
rest
people
a lot this Christmas and attend 1 or 2 parties. That's okay. But someone says, I've never attended any party, but this time, dear, I go attend. So let's see what you've been saying on Facebook, Araba.
All right, so let's start with PSA Bennett Jomo. He says, I want to be the president so that I can arrest Woyeme and collect our money from him.
But we did ask you for this.
Where is this coming from, PSA? Is that your wish for this Christmas?
We did ask for wishes.
Exactly.
We asked for plans.
We asked for plans on what you're doing this Christmas. Okay. But Kofi Sam Klinsman writes, I would love to organize dignitaries so they can arrange for a get-together party for Nanado and JM. Really? Abubakar Omar says, I will pray for Nanado to make Ghana strong and great again. And Tiana Smart AJ Boateng says, I'll just be having fun with the hubby and kids throughout this festive season. Yes, it's time for families to get together.
Good
yes,
for
that'll
you.
be fun. Yes.
And First Adam says, my plan is to chew as many meats. As much meat as you can. I can and praise the Lord.
But chew in moderation. Chew in moderation.
Chew in moderation before you bloat. Adam Stalin relocates. He says relocate to a new site, cook, eat, and reflect on Christ's achievements and disappointments this year brought. That's a good one. Nambe Patrick says, mentally I am ready for Christmas, but financially I'm not ready for it. Oh, God will provide. Nambe Patrick, don't worry. Prince Nuruddin Baumia says, I wish to receive my allowances by now. From who? And Boydu says, I will be going to my village. Ismail Halil says, waiting to be invited to host Joy News Interactive. Okay. So you can do that tomorrow, actually. Tomorrow is Saturday.
Yeah, you should come by.
Alan
Ismail, you should come back. You should come by.
Thinking about my Mutsu and Spinster soup. All right. And Pope Emeritus says, I would like to be hosted to talk about life experiences. And Abdul Fattah Abubakar says, I want to be hosted by Joy FM.
It looks like a lot of people want us to host them.
We would have to organize that for those people. Free Evans says, we'll go to church and be with my family. Ogato Fix says, we no go share. You want to steal our plans. Day. Oh! And Black Share says, indoor is okay. And Seydu Malik says, I would like to...
Black Church is not going anywhere. He's going to stay indoors throughout the festivities.
He's going to be just like me.
Yeah, resting.
And Seydu Malik says, I would like to join you. Okay, so join us. And Boateng Kenneth Dankwa says, we'll be with my family, then we'll have a little fun. That's good. I wish you all Merry Christmas. Now let's check our video for the day.
Okay, have you heard about the reports of the presence of plastic rice on the Ghanaian market?
Yes, I all the time at the petrol this market, I hear say some rice. If you make the rice, if you take to make a mutio, it they make crying. Some rice, if you take to make mutio, it they make ba. So we get different type of rice. So the government to go enter the market, inside the market, the rice is not good. It's to abandon all the rice. We need the good rice. If you take to make a mutio, it they make crying. That's what we need.
So how do you know if rice is good or not good?
Sometimes I speak to the ladies, you understand, because me too, I sell this kind of things of market. Sometimes they complain, say this rice is no good, this rice is good. That's why I know the secret about that. I know what I'm talking about. But me, my mother know that this woman, you know me well. You know, say mutio, if you take collect rice, it make kind. If you take rice, foreign rice, it make ba. That's why.
Thank you very much.
Thank you too.
Sorry, but have you seen this trying?
I'm yet to see any try, honestly. But I mean, this issue about plastic rice on the market, yes, I know that in Nigeria they've arrested some people in connection with that. But I mean, once you see the difference when you cook it, it is plastic after all.
Well, I've seen the process. I mean, somebody sent me a video.
Yes.
Of supposed to be the process that it goes through, the plastic goes through to become rice.
Yes.
It's deceptive anyway.
It's deceptive. And it turns out like rice.
Exactly.
But the point is that when you buy it and you cook it, you see the difference. But by the time you've bought it, it might be too late.
It might be too late, and of course, that it might be your last coin.
So maybe when you cook it, it will be chai.
All right, and that's how we wrap up the interactive segment. My name is Aisha Ibrahim. Merry Christmas to you all, but please celebrate with care. Bye-bye.